I'm Dr. Patrick O'Connell. I'm the founder of Sentinel Primary Care. Let me open with this. So I'll tell you a little story that tells you a lot about me and about the practice. I went to medical school at UNC Chapel Hill, and while I was there, I was immersed in the science of medicine and the technical skills of becoming a doctor, and honestly, I loved it. I am by nature a little bit of a geek, so this was a good environment for me, and I enjoyed everything that went with it. But it was interesting as the time went by, I was increasingly distressed. I felt like something's missing. Like, as much as I love the technical knowledge and the scientific know-how of medicine, I felt like I'm missing something. There's something in my approach to being a doctor that is lacking. So as this urgency was growing and I'm in search of this thing, I did a rotation with a family practice doctor in the mountains in North Carolina. And in his example of how he practiced medicine, I saw exactly what I was looking for. And I had that aha moment. I want to be him. I want to do what he's doing. And then in 2006, came home to North Carolina and worked for Duke Primary Care for a decade. Great, I'm doing primary care. This is awesome. But there was a problem. So the problem is that all of this was happening in the traditional insurance world. And it's the traditional insurance world that drives that frenetic pace, hustled along on this conveyor belt that has rushed you through the process much faster than you would have liked. I started thinking, surely I can offer something better. And in 2017, I opened Sentinel Primary Care as a direct primary care model practice. So what's direct primary care? The name of this model comes from the idea that it's a direct relationship with your doctor rather than indirect through insurance. So what does that mean? It means that I operate on a monthly subscription fee rather than on insurance reimbursement. So what does that mean? Well, it means we're not on the insurance treadmill. So when I see someone for an annual physical, I spend an hour. When somebody comes in for blood pressure follow-up, a sick visit, a sore throat, I spend half an hour. So when we have an hour and half an hour to do things, we can get a lot done and not feel that 10-minute pressure to get those things done. Because I can set aside the time that I spend. It means I'm not an hour behind schedule, so you're not wasting your time while you're stuck in the waiting room. I save spots on the schedule each day, so you call in for a sick visit or a rash or whatever, I can almost always see you that day, and you get to see your doctor. So you're not going to an urgent care to see somebody you've never seen before who doesn't. Oftentimes the things that come up, we can take care of it with a phone call. It doesn't even necessarily need an office visit, or even a few emails back and forth. So not everything is tied to office visits, and you'll have my personal email. The membership fee covers the stuff we do in the office. So not just the visit itself, but an EKG, an asthma test, skin biopsy, so we can do procedures in the office, and all that's included with the membership. If you use your insurance for things outside of the office, it works exactly the same as normal. So blood tests, seeing a specialist, getting an x-ray, your insurance works the same as usual for those things. And if you don't want to use your insurance or you have a high deductible plan, you have access to heavily discounted blood tests, x-rays you can get at discounts. So there's ways to get other elements of medical care at reduced out-of-pocket prices. So if you put all of this together, the whole idea with direct primary care is a better service model, a way that you don't feel frustrated by the doctor's office, you feel engaged and known and cared for, and it's what people would hope for in a primary care doctor's office. That's what direct primary care is about. So who is Sentinel for? So I'm a general internist, so I see adults, so age 18 and up. If you're somebody who wants the better service model, if you are someone who has a high deductible insurance plan, if you're somebody who wants to be known at your doctor's office and not feel like you're just someone on the assembly line, then Sentinel is for you. Let me also say one other thing. I give away part of my practice. Part of the mission of Sentinel is I take care of people who don't have insurance and are in a hard financial situation. I offer exactly the same model of care, and I charge minimum wage for people to see me. So it is $7.25 an hour to come to the doctor. So that also is part of the mission of what we do at Sentinel. So I invite you to take a look around the website, get to know what we're about. If you want to come in and meet me and see if the chemistry is right, we can do a 15-minute meet and greet visit. So give us a call. Look forward to meeting you.